And it is a good day to be indoors without question. And this is a very special opportunity happening here at the Abilities Expo at the International Center. For some, this could be a life-changing expo because this is all about, letting people know, those who have a disability, some of the activities that may be available that you didn't think about, the social aspect, but also tangible products, innovation that can complement their lifestyle, making things easier. And look, at the end of the day, for anybody and everybody, it's quality of life. I'll give you an example here. This is the indoor rock climbing wall. What makes this different is the actual harness that some of the participants are wearing. It's a full harness, so this supports shoulders as well as waist. And this actually is by Petzl. It's used for windmill repair people, but they're adapting it here. And the goal is, if you're able to, you still use your own strength to climb up, although of course you're harnessed and you are secure. So really just amazing. There's workshops here, there's 100 exhibitors. We're going to tour throughout the hour, and this is all free here at the International Center. So come on, check it out. Really quite something. We are at the Abilities Expo International Center in Mississauga. We'll continue to give you a tour live here on CTV News. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Anwar.
We're live at the Abilities Expo. One of the exhibitors is William Johnson, Ideas for Independent Living. So he makes customized solutions, modular units. Look, if you want to be able to play, say, an electric guitar, and you have quite a history. You were working at Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation for 15 years. Is there a standout sort of item that you created that really changed a life for somebody?
Well, I think one of the ones that always comes to mind is I had a young lad at one of the schools wanted to be part of the band.
Right.
And this young boy was in a wheelchair. He had a trach, he couldn't move his arms, head, anything, but he could wiggle his finger and his thumb.
Right.
And he wanted to be in the band, and he wanted to play the drums in the band.
Right.
So we were able to get an acoustic drum, take the innards out of it, put a synthesizer into it, mount it onto his wheelchair, and then we got fiber optics we designed for his fingers, converted the circuitry for the synthesizer to understand it, and there he was. Tonk, 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 tonk,
He's on
tonk,
tour.
tonk. He's on tour. He's the drummer.
Isn't that something? And everything's all custom made here, whatever your need is. And this is, one of the examples of what you can see here at the Abilities Expo. It's running on now at the International Center all weekend, and admission is free. Job well done. Thank you. It's really amazing stuff. We'll have more of your full forecast coming up live here on CTV News. Stay with us. But boy, you talk about looking forward to things on the weekend. This should be one of them. It's the Abilities Expo happening here at the International Center. It's a 7-city tour, and this is the third time in the GTA, and it's free. So if you have a disability, you have somebody in your family, this is really an amazing opportunity. It's about latest products, resources, certainly some workshops as well. I want to just very quickly go over, some of the products here, because it really is amazing how technology has changed. We're going to start with this one. This is the Wheelchair 88. Miss, if I could just get your help here. So this, you can close up the wheelchair in 1 second. I don't have my hands free, but look at this. 1 second close here, and it weighs about 45 pounds. So think about that. Think about mobility if you're with your family, how much that would make things easier. Then we have here, this one is Trax. This is an all-terrain wheelchair. So you don't have to stay just on a sidewalk. You can go, into a nature park, and with wheels like this, as long as you have the strength to do it and the endurance, you can go explore. Next to it here, this is by Hippocamp, originally from France. This is for the beach. Especially, it could be all terrain, but look at that. Think how many people aren't able to go enjoy a day at the beach when you go on holiday. This is another game changer. And then we have this one by Motion. This is a stander. It's all about inclusiveness, right? So this is specifically designed for children. So first of all, it puts them at their peers with eye level. This will also, just because they're in a standing position, will enhance bone density, blood return, and it is another game changer. There's so many things that you can benefit from, and I want to call it a chair. Really, it's not a chair because you're in a standing position. And they're one of the largest manufacturers of things like this in Canada. So these are the things that you can see here at the Abilities Expo. I think, unless you have somebody in your family that is dealing with a disability or yourself, I think generally speaking, we tend to think as a society that we have handicapped parking spots, the quality of life beneficial for all, and that changes everything. It's estimated over 6 million Canadians have a disability, 15 years and older, the latest stats. So this is the starting position here. Come on down and explore. We're live at the Abilities Expo. Also in the background here, you can see here from Braun Ability, they're talking about adapting your vehicle, and making it easier to get in and out. Not only if you're in a wheelchair, but maybe just have some mobility issues. All of that you can explore here at the Abilities Expo. You're watching CTV News. Well, another workshop is about to get underway here at the Abilities Expo at the International Center. Lou Schomer is joining us. He's the chairman. In fact, this show is really decades long. And in terms of the history, what's your main objective, your goal?
Well, we have a lot of objectives. One is to introduce products and services to people. Another is to tell people who have disabilities that there's lots that they can do. They can become more independent, and they have to come down and see what's available as opposed to just thinking that they can't do anything.
And very quickly, what can we do as a society to make things better?
Well, one of the big things is employment, because about 85% of the people, and this in the United States, who have disabilities who can work are unemployed. And it's a big problem because they'd like to work, and they're very good workers. The statistics that we've seen is that loyalty from people who have disabilities is much greater than loyalty from people who don't have disabilities.
Really amazing stuff here. You can learn more here all weekend at the International Center. We have a forecast recap coming up live here on CTV News next. Stay with us. Outside, we're still seeing some light rain in the GTA here in the West End. Inside, we're playing some sports. So here at the Abilities Expo at the International Center, we have para ice hockey going on. Looks like an outfitted type of bocce ball game here. So come on out, bring your family, find out, and improve your quality of life. Again, admission is free. Really amazing stories going on here.